try that again. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hello, today I got the UMX AS3X Extra today, and I picked this up recently with a few other UMX planes. I picked up 5 planes for pretty cheap, for just a little over $100, but 2 of them were pretty badly damaged, and this one I'm surprised I was able to get to fly at all. But I'm gonna show some pictures. This entire plane was wrinkled more than a piece of bacon. This was terrible. But I got it bent out fairly straight with some clear tape and a little bit of hot glue and tons of patience. It's not perfectly straight, as you can see, but with AS3X it flies pretty well, and there's almost no wind right now. So I got a 300 mAh 1-cell battery. I'm not sure if the CG is correct. It's a little bit forward, I think, because it's so heavy. I just put it a little bit forward to be a little safer. It doesn't have the stock power it should have because it's a little heavier, but flies really nice. I picked this exact model up for $5, but I'm going to show you in the pictures it looked terrible. I originally picked it up for just the board alone and the servos, but I got bored and I put this together and I flew it in a little bit of wind, and it actually flew pretty good. So there's less wind than what I flew it in originally today. So I'm going to show you how it looks in there now. Alrighty, so I just got the camera on my head now, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my remote and get the plane binded up.
Welcome to HTX. Switch warning.
So I was trying to mess with my mosquito, if any of you follow this channel, and I tried to play around with it and fix that up, but I still have thrust angle issues. So surprisingly, this model is flying nicer than the Mosquito currently. Which, like I said, it looked really bad in the beginning. Takes a sec. Windows XP. Let me do it again. It has to be perfectly still. There we go. Windows XP, basically, startup. So, like I said, it was really damaged before. So for that being, don't expect it to fly perfectly. But if you want it to just fly like a normal 3D plane, I think it flies pretty good. Or just like a normal plane. It flies pretty good in my opinion, just a little damage. So let's take off. So not too bad. Like I said, it looked like bacon. So the fact that it's flying at all is pretty impressive. I'm at 50% power right now. My rudder's maxed out actually. I should have maybe bent it a little bit better. But even though this plane was badly damaged, let's do a little touch and go. And then like nothing. And then let's hover or try to Harrier. Using the rudder to turn while in the Harrier. Let's see. I mean, this is pretty calm wind right now. Can I do it? Ooh, it doesn't have that much thrust. I'm not sure what size motor it is. It feels like it has less thrust than a Volantex though. Ah, I tried to carrier land it. Just having a little bit of fun. But yeah, this plane was so badly damaged, but just because of the fact it has AS3X, it still flies pretty good. Ah, maybe I shouldn't practice landings if I don't know how to land it too good yet. Or maybe that's what I should be practicing. Ah! Okay, enough carrier practice landings for now. Let me show you how the plane actually flies. So it's got 3D capabilities. Can 3D pretty good. Front flips. Not many one cell planes can front flip this low to the ground and be a plane, not a jet setup. So rudder turns and just throttling up, you can see it's turning in such a tight circle. It's a pretty cool UMX. Very little wind. I'm glad I took this plane out first. It's not enough power to hover, not for longer than that amount of time. The stock one I believe could hover, but mine's too heavy. Do a little touch and go because they're so easy. I added a little tail, not sure what to call it, a little skid hook in the back, so it doesn't just rip up the foam, because otherwise it would rip up the foam, because they're designed to be land indoors. Pretty cool plane. Like I said, I had so much fun flying this just because I felt so heavily rewarded, considering how crazy damaged this plane was, and the fact that I got it for $5. Trying to do a touch and go with the tail purposely up, and that looks like it. I have maxed out rudder currently on my trim, so it's not perfectly trimmed out, but it's pretty close. But I mean, this is pretty cool. It's lightweight enough to practice a little bit of things. I'm fighting. It's like the toughest maneuvers I do, a fly wants to fly right in my face. It's hard to do what I'm trying to do. Let's try something else. Not too many planes you could do a backflip like that off the ground that low and then land right after in the opposite direction, no less. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm trying to do a roll and land, but I was stalling it. But a loop and landing's pretty cool too. So let's see, maybe a one wheel touch and go. No, that's too hard. I could do that though. So really fun flyer. So far I flied it for about 5 to 6 minutes. You can see the little metal tail, hopefully. But yeah, just a really simple, lightweight flyer. This can't weigh, I should check it out. This can't weigh much more than, God, maybe 50 grams. I'll weigh it and note it right now.
Timer 1 elapsed.
Pretty capable plane to be able to do that. So not gonna fly it much more, just gonna take off and walk and land much closer to me. So if a 300 cell battery, which is heavier than what they recommend as well, I got about 6 minutes of flight time like that. So I'm just doing a go around real quick. Then I'm gonna power and see how much power I have left. Not much power. So I'm gonna come in for a landing as close as I can. Pretty cool. It's not too bad for an old model. You can see tons of tape back here. Added carbon fiber spars randomly, probably. Added a carbon spar here. And then I added hot glue dot points structurally, which was, I should have just started with that. That really strengthened the rigidity of it, because before it was just flapping around, just kind of being straightened from being pulled around. So that's the AS3X Extra right there. I barely noticed he has a little pilot in there. He blended in pretty well. But that's the AS3X Extra. Pretty fun brushed setup. You could see it was really crinkly at some point. Still not the straightest plane, but it flew pretty good. You see my little tail hook back there, so I'm not ripping the foam. So that's all. I'm gonna go ahead and fly my other planes now, but just wanted to show you the AS3X. You can see, first time I took it out to the field, I was doing loops and landings pretty quickly within each other on a damaged airframe, no less. So that's all for the AS3X Extra. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, I got the second battery out. Just want to fly it a little bit more and focus on flying it, less talking. See if I can maybe get more interesting footage. Checking out the rudder, I just adjusted it mechanically so I can actually trim the plane out now. Okay, that looks like it's flying pretty smooth. Pretty fun. Ah. My elevator servo may be dirty. There we go. Oop. Let's try that again. Oh, that's pretty cool. From table to table. Let's see if I can go to the other one. Oh, nope, I'm back on this table still. Oof. Hook got stuck in there. Just having some fun. I have a 3D basher now, essentially. Damn it. My wheels don't roll very well. They kind of drag along most of the time, even though I tried to work on them. They roll a little bit, but I don't know. Pretty cool flyer. So this was really damaged, but now it's a pretty fun plane. That's pretty neat. It's so stable with the AS3X. There's a little bit of wind, but not much, but it's just so stable. And this is such a damaged airframe. Like, it's becoming one of my favorite flyers. Let's see if I could do a touch and go. Ooh, that was close. Another one. Oh, I overshot it. The one I wanted to hit at least. Let's try again on the way. Think I'm losing power. I don't know if you could tell, but that was the tiniest touch and go. Did it again. This is crazy. This is pretty, like, controllable. Maybe I should get I really probably should get the new mini UMX E-tracks, I believe. It seems like it's up my alley. No! I avoided one pull and I hit the other. Like I said, I got this for $5 though, so I'm not too stressed on how I fly it. Only doing this because nobody's here at the field, of course. And it's a very safe plane as well. I mean, this plane's like, it's way lighter than most batteries people fly with. Almost wanted to come in for a soft landing, but that pole was becoming magnetized towards the plane. AS3X sure is fun. If only the Volantex planes had it. Just trimming it out is flying a little weird after wrapping around that pole. So steady. So much fun. I probably should pick up the new one they released. I mean, if that doesn't tell me I should buy one, I don't know what does. AS3X is a miracle. Ah, some Jurassic Park 1 landing. Oh man, I had a feeling with that carpet. Something might have happened. Let's try the wood right here. There we go. I tried to hover, but end of the battery pack. And like I said earlier, it's overweight. Car for reference.
Timer 1 elapsed.
Damn it. It nosed over. That's it for the AS3X Extra. I think I need to look at the UMX E-Trex or Ultrix E-Trex. I need to look at that one because this one's pretty fun to fly, and this is the way weaker, more fragile version. Pretty fun.